He looks like the ultimate tourist. So it's our first day in Warsaw and it's like 7:30 a.m. and we are now walking to the old gate of the old town. But today we're gonna see some Jewish sites, so let's go. So I did not expect to like Warsaw this much. It is absolutely stunning. It's like 7:30 a.m. There's no one on the streets. It's so beautiful. Actually, most of the buildings here are reconstructed. We're in the old town, but most of the old town was destroyed during World War II. So even though the buildings look old, most of them are reconstructed, but it's absolutely stunning. So the old town of Warsaw is actually designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and they have these little UNESCO markers around the old town, but this one has like a raised map of the city. It's really beautiful. So we just stumbled across this Catholic cemetery. It's just stunning. Some of the graves have the photos of people on them, which is every genealogist's dream. So around Warsaw there are these markers that tell you where the wall of the ghetto was during German occupation. And we just stumbled across this one. Apparently in Warsaw, ghettos were divided between a large and a small ghetto, and they were eventually connected. But over 400,000 people were put in this one tiny area of the city. We're currently on the observation deck of the Warsaw Uprising Museum. I really didn't know the history of Warsaw or Poland during World War II. I know they were invaded, but this museum gives a really good insight into that, and it's very interactive. And they have an observation deck of the whole city that like labels the different buildings that you see around and what they used to be. I think it's in Polish, so I can't read it, but the city's really crazy because everything is built up. I mean, Warsaw was pretty much destroyed entirely during World War II, and the museum gave a little insight into that, and it's just really sad. Like everything was destroyed, flattened. just bombed out. There's a video in the museum that said on September 1st, 1939, 1.3 million people lived in Warsaw, and by the end of the war it was 900,000, and only 1,000 people lived in the Old Town area. So right now we're about to enter the Jewish cemetery in Warsaw. It's actually the largest, one of the largest Jewish cemeteries, not only in Europe, but in the whole world. And it was established in 1806. This area was actually excluded from the ghetto, but many of the burials, both personal and mass graves, are in this cemetery, not only of Jews or people in the ghetto, but also of people during the Warsaw Uprising. But it's a massive cemetery. There's lots of tour groups here that I kind of want to avoid. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of graves here. It was obviously a very thriving community before the war, the Holocaust.
So this is one of 3 or 4 different rock monuments that we've been seeing in this neighborhood, and it reads that in the year of 1940 the Germans established the Warsaw Ghetto, the Jewish Warsaw Ghetto, and there they imprisoned 450,000 Jews behind the ghetto walls, of whom they murdered between the year of 1940 and 1943.